It's been a minute since we have covered GTA 6 on this channel. We've been kind of just letting it simmer and letting all the stuff come to us. But today, I've got some massive news for you guys. Leaks, rumors, theories, leaked stuff, spoiler alerts, all kinds of stuff when it comes to the upcoming biggest video game launch of the world. Welcome to the channel, everyone. Jimmy or Chaos. And as always, I read every single comment on every single video, so chime in on if you're going to be getting GTA 6. Of course you are. How much you're going to play it, how many hours you're going to dedicate to it, how much work or school are you going to miss, and will we actually get it on time? So I want to kick things off. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you turn on those notifications. So let's start off with Rockstar itself. And they haven't said a lot since they unveiled the first trailer, so every hint we have, every leak is magnified. And we had that write-up from the Times of India. You heard me right. The Times of India, I think that was in April, talking about a prominent leaker saying that GTA 6 might actually hit in late 2025 with a trailer in May. Well, guess what? None of that happened, and that's definitely not happening. In reality, we have one official date. Rockstar's confirmation. The release is May 26th, 2026. They put that out on X. In other words, that is the safe bet. Will we actually hit that timeline? There's people that think we will. There's people that think we won't. Industry insiders, they are expecting Rockstar, if we are on that timeline, to start drip feeding news really soon. I mean, the Gaming Bible noted every time Take-Two reports out or results, fans just go nuts and scramble for a surprise trailer or more of a gameplay reveal. Who knows? I definitely think we're going to see a new trailer or screenshots before 2025 actually rolls over. Now, a major part of the hype is how big and diverse GTA 6's world's going to be. Leaked development footage suggested Vice City is back, of course, but way bigger than the 1986 original. Games Radar reported the fan analysis of the leaked maps and the coordinate points to the new regions, so think the Everglades Swamps, the Florida Keys, south of Vice City. The Gator Keys were hinted at in an old in-game radio in classic Vice City. So it looks like Rockstar might actually finally make them reality. Then you had a viral Reddit QA tester leak picked up by the India Times again that painted a very vivid picture. The GTA 6 map will be more countryside than people actually think. You'll have backwater Florida. It will be mixed with the weird swamp cult vibes, even the notorious meth county in the swamp. So if you combine all that with everything we know about Vice City plus the surrounding area, it sounds to me like Rockstar is going to give us the biggest, most varied, massive world we've ever got. I'm really curious about the meth county in the swamp. What kind of missions are we going to go on in gator-ridden meth county? Now let's talk about characters and voice actor rumors that are out there. We already know we have the two main protagonists. We have Caminos, we have Duval. So she is recently out of prison, dreaming of the good life. And then Duval's a grifter with a drug-running past. They are definitely going for the Bonnie and Clyde vibe. They meet when an easy score goes wrong, and then we're told they'll need each other to survive the chaos. So besides them, the studio revealed a very, very big supporting cast. You have Booby Ike, who is a Vice City strip club tycoon, Raul Batista, who is a seasoned bank robber, and Brian Heder, who is an old-school drug smuggler from the Keys. A lot of people think he would know Michael in another life. Now, fans have kind of stuck with these bios, and then they tried to unmask the actors. So as Entertainment News writes up, which is Lad Bible, compiled some of the fan-led detective work they're doing. They say actress Manny Lee Perez might be voicing our female protagonist, and Dylan Rourke could actually be our male protagonist, Jason. And interestingly, they cite a source suggesting Hollywood veteran Stephen Root would actually be voicing Brian Heder. That's all with a grain of salt. We don't know that yet, but people want to attach names to characters, especially after GTA 5. In our trio, everybody attached those actors to the characters. It was a big deal. Now, we have leaked clips in forums that are talking about gameplay twists here. For instance, you guys remember the viral Reddit QA post? It claimed NPCs they'll remember you and me. So, here's you an example. If you mug a shopkeeper or you tangle with a cop, they're going to recognize you days later, and they're going to react differently to you because of that instance than they would if they were seeing you for the first time. Same post even described a new police interaction, that you might hide stolen goods in your car's glove box or under the seat before a search to actually avoid jail time. Now, whether that level of depth is real or not, it does align with the footage seen in the early builds. I mean, Games Radar pointed out, we have clearly seen new stealth moves. We've seen protagonists that can crawl prone, they can carry bodies in a way that GTA 5, it just wasn't allowed. We also have leaked code and video suggesting expanded wanted logic, and new items like painkillers for healing are all going to be in play. So in short, it does look like Rockstar is doubling down on the realism. Smarter cops, better AI, more stealth survival gear, and a world that I'll put it as it really does track your actions. Now, we don't know for sure until Rockstar confirms all that, but the rumor mill, it is suggesting a very gritty, more reactive game than we've ever seen in the past. And if we are really at that level where you have a run-in with a cop and you escape the 5-star or the 3-star, and then you see that same cop a couple days later and he remembers you, we're in for something, to be honest with you. Now, let's switch here. Let's switch gears. Let's talk about the price. The price of this game. You cannot ignore the crazy stuff that's out there. There is one rumor floating around that this will be a $100 launch price for GTA 6, the base game. Industry analysts are saying a recent study by some research argued that a standard $69.99 price point makes more sense. They warned that jacking a price to $100 could actually backfire. And everybody's anxious about the cost. I mean, I go back to the Indian news piece noting speculation of $7,000 to $9,000, their currency, which is about $80 to $100. But I think most people are hoping the normal one is $69.99, and then we get $100, which is like a collector edition, and then you go up from there. You stagger, just like any other game does. I mean, there's a lot out there. There's a lot of theories floating around. We talked about the trailer. A lot of people think the new trailer actually showed her story in reverse order, or that they're debating secret trilogy tie-ins. We even saw Travis Scott radio stations leaked earlier. I mean, that is the kind of Easter eggs that fans want and they want to pick apart. They're all theories, but you know it's going to be chocked full. What's confirmed? Well, confirmed is that we're supposed to get this May 2026, 2026. Now, if that actually happens, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I want to go back to the price real quick and give my opinion on that. There are analysts that say, well, if you're ever going to bump the normal price of a game, because if you remember, games used to be, I remember $49.99, I remember $59.99, and now the standard is $69.99. If you're ever going to bump the price, GTA 6 is the one to warrant that bump. I mean, if this game is what we expect it to be, then it is warranted that they bump the price. What I'm saying is they feel confident they're giving us enough to warrant that price increase. And the second they increase that price, the second they commit to that, and that is actual reality, every other gaming studio will bump accordingly. Now that is where people are getting pissed off, because GTA 6 is a game in its own right. It's a world in its own right. It's going to be a decade definer in its own right. So yeah, I'm okay with $79.99. I'm not really okay with jumping to $100. That's ridiculous. But I'm okay with a $10 kind of standard increase when what we're getting in return is possibly the biggest video game of all time. But my problem is the coattail riding that's going to come from the other publishers and developers when they feel their game is on the level of GTA 6, and that's the standard now for the industry. So yeah, our game's going to be $79.99, except for your game is like Concord or that Mind's Eye game or some piece of crap that does not warrant it. There's no depth, there's no quality. You're just riding the coattails of Rockstar and the GTA franchise. That doesn't sit well with me at all. So we're going to have to see what happens, but it has to be a very crazy, powerful position to be in for Rockstar and Take-Two to know they control the market. They control everything. If there's anybody out there that says if they drop a $100 price tag on GTA 6 that it's going to affect their sales, I think they're completely wrong. I don't think it affects it one bit. Will people be upset? Yes. Will they have to shell out more money out of their pocket? Yes. Are times tough for a lot of people? Yes. But they're going to figure out a way. They're not going to miss out on the biggest video game launch of all time, and Rockstar and Take-Two, they know that. They know that. They could not market this anymore, and they could shadow drop this game, and it is still going to obliterate and shatter every video game record known to man. That has got to be a crazy, just power position to be residing in. So you let me know. Are you okay with $79.99? Would you be okay with $99.99? What do you want out of this game AI-wise? Do you want it to be that deep and that layered where cops actually remember you a week, 2 weeks later? Do you want to have it where AIs and the world around you kind of builds based off what you do and that is remembered as you move forward through the story? It's not on rails. You're not on tracks. it is all ever evolving, or do you not want it to be that deep? I'm really curious. If we get any more news, I will definitely keep you guys posted, and I'll see you soon.